What is going on? Welcome to Bruce Room. We're getting to the nitty gritty of the artists and creatives in the Australian scene. I'm Brew, aka the Culture Black Kid, and today we have Hameed Akinwande. He is a Nigerian born Eora City based photographer who has recently released his book, Let the Boys Play, into the world. Hameed, how are you doing today? Like, for real, for real. How are you doing?
I'm actually feeling good today. I've just like it's just over a week, so I'm
Mm,
just processing the exhibition. So like today's like okay, it's getting more real. Like okay,
mm.
I can feel it now, so I'm feeling a bit good. Just yeah, looking forward to the future.
For sure, for sure. As like I just mentioned, you released your book, which I got right here,
Thank you.
which is amazing, because I'm, one, all about supporting Black artists, creatives, all that type, but two, showing Black people in such a positive light, and especially Black, men in such a positive light. Just a side comment before I throw it to you. I actually was a part. I studied in the US for a year, and I was one of the founding members of this organization on campus called Black Boy Joy, which was
Oh,
like
cool.
the Black Men's Association.
Yep, yep.
And yeah, so pretty much in your own words, like, what do you think? It's such a cliche question. What is the reason for releasing and doing Let the Boys Play, and what does it mean for you as a Black male? Um, Again, releasing this into the world.
Hmm. Um, like it means a lot of things, to be honest. Like, first of all, I just want like I feel like as we grow up as adults, we
Mhm,
tend to lose the connection with our child, like with our inner child. And we just tend to have like focus like bills, work, school, relationship, all of the stuff. And
mhm,
those things tend to put us in a box. And then we just forget to like set ourselves free and take a break sometimes.
mhm.
So I feel like Let the Boys Play is like it's a way of like showcasing artworks to make people resonate with the inner childhood. And
Mhm.
like, to be honest, it's just not only for the boys. It's
Yeah,
for everybody else to like connect, resonate, get the message and just, connect to your childhood and like free yourself from the shackles of adulthood. And then like, but the best way I could tell the story was from a boy. So
mhm.
boy's perspective
Of
as well, like
course,
play.
of course.
Also like highlights the importance of mental health among men.
Hmm.
Like if anybody's got in the book, they can see like it goes from like childhood into adulthood. And like
Hmm.
it kind of shows, like at every point in time of your life as a man, you have to kind of play.
Hmm.
So, and then if you look at the images in the book, like the first chapter was very carefree.
Hmm.
Second chapter was more like very curated, you can see it.
Hmm.
And like that means like the importance of like highlighting mental health among men is very important.
For
You have to
sure.
be intentional about it. So that's another thing. So those are the two main things I want to like get out of that and
Hmm.
just like we just be free and like, free mental health, all that stuff.
Definitely, definitely. Um, yeah, I 100% resonate with that. I'm sure there's so many people who look like us who
Yeah.
resonate with that, and especially going to the exhibition a couple weeks ago from when we're recording this, like, just see, like, I always love spaces when like you see so many people who look like you and just
Yeah, yeah.
celebrating our positivity and who we are, both, in of all genders. And um yeah, it's beautiful to say, beautiful to see. Um one more thing before we move on to the slightly more formal part of it. Can you recount like a moment? It could be, something you saw from the photos or not, where you saw the most pure expression of Black joy.
In the
Like,
book or just like in
just
general?
period. It could be in the book. It could be in general. Like whatever's the first one to pop in your mind. Like you were walking down the street or something like that, or you were scrolling. Like, yeah.
I feel okay. I feel like because when I was like the first chapter was
Hmm.
not planned. I literally just walked out of my house. I was in Nigeria last year,
Hmm.
and I just saw these kids playing soccer on the street, and I felt like that used to be me.
Mm.
So there's a part of the book whereby like there's a I don't know if you can see there's a part like someone holding the ball and
Hmm.
trying to hold the ball. That
Yeah.
used to be when I was younger as well. I used to be the guy called they call it goalie, like on the street, just
Yeah.
the goalkeeper. So like I feel like in that time of the moment, like it's very pure, just like see these kids playing. They don't care if the clothes are dirty, they don't care what's gonna happen like after that moment, but they're
Hmm.
just so happy to play. Like
Definitely.
there's some footages I have on my phone that I never posted of
Hmm.
the kids playing. I just felt so unique and real of
Hmm.
them to just just be free. And I feel like, yeah, that was what kind of inspired, that was the moment that inspired the story anyways. Like, I love this. This used to be me as well, but as you grow older, you forget that part of you.
For
So yeah,
sure. For sure. The authenticity and the again the innocence of a child is always
yeah,
just it's just
yeah,
beautiful to watch and
beautiful.
something
Like,
that yeah, yeah, that as you slowly, get older, even, in 20s,
yeah,
that adulting starts to like really
it cramps you up. Like, you
yeah.
don't even get to think. Like, cost of living is crazy right now.
Hmm.
You have to think about times you just sometimes even taking risk. You have to think a lot of times to take a risk.
Yeah.
Whereas when you're younger, you're like, oh, soccer, sleep. I don't care. Soccer, just go.
Yeah,
Like,
just chill it, just
just
play
chilling.
video
And
games or
yeah,
just yeah,
nothing is gonna really stop you from like doing that when you're younger.
for
And I
sure.
just wanted to like highlight that, like as a grown-ups, yes, you have things to do, but sometimes just play, let's let the boy play, just let him be
Definitely.
himself. Don't have to fit stereotype or constraint.
For sure. For sure. Well, we'll get into the main part, but if you have not copped this, man,
They're missing out.
yeah, 100%. Also I'm repping the hat from the exhibition as well.
Yeah.
But all right, let's keep moving. So how we met was at the exhibition for the book. It was like really early. I'm glad that I caught you super early, but before all the craziness started.
Yeah.
But I was standing with my homie Narakel, and you just came up, said what's up. It was super light, and I was like, yeah, it was just a simple, super simple
Yeah. Simple.
video.
At that time, I'm not gonna lie, I was too nervous. Like, as I was like,
Mm,
it's my first exhibition, so like, I was in my head like, what's going on?
yeah,
Am I, yeah, what am I really doing? But yeah,
relatable,
turned out
relatable.
really well. Up, pulled up. I was like, whoa, thank you guys. But it's amazing.
For
Yeah,
sure. I saw your Instagrams, I think it was a couple days ago, where you're like, yo, has anyone got any photo? I'm like still like
yeah.
reeling from
I
this.
still can't feel it. Like, oh, my mate just sent me some photos from the film he took.
Mhm.
I'm just like looking through them. Yeah, yeah, it's amazing. But I still like, yeah, it's still not real. Like, yeah,
Nah, for sure, for sure. Well, you know, yeah, I'm excited to, keep deep diving into, you and, let people know like a little bit more about you. Obviously, this book, is super personal, but hearing him in words as well through our conversation. So, my first question to you is, what percentage of yourself do you think your inner circle really knows about you?
Ooh, my inner circle
Yeah.
really knows about me. Ooh, inner circle.
Hmm.
Because I do have like when it comes to like my close friends,
Hmm.
I have a lot of close friends. I have a lot of really close friends too. But
Hmm.
like, yeah, and it's a very tough question
Mm.
because I do have friends like I have like inner close friends that live in about 5 countries, separate, like
Mm.
differently. So there's some things that like, let's say I didn't talk to guy A for like let's say 5 weeks.
Yeah.
When I talk to him, I might just offload everything. Do you know what I mean?
For
And then
sure.
my friends in Sydney too. I'll probably say like really, really know me.
Hmm.
Like at least 90% of my inner close friends.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, 'cause it's not a large number anyway. It's just like a few people. And
for
like
sure.
we obviously had like things that have like made us still be friends, even if we're not together, like
Yeah.
physically. So
Hmm.
like, yeah, I would probably say like 90%. Not, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. For
Like
sure.
I would say yeah. I mean, you can't really know anybody to the end, like, but yeah, I'll say like 90. Like they know me really well. Like they know things I'll probably say yes or no to.
No, for sure. For sure. And it is interesting when you have, those homies that live like internationally. I know,
Yeah,
like I mentioned, I studied in the US, so I got a couple that
close
you
friends for life, they
yeah,
know.
for sure.
Yeah,
And it's like, I know we haven't talked in like a month and a half, but
when you
here's
call
like
them, it's
my
like,
essay
yeah,
of life updates. Yeah, no, bet. And how much of that 90% or that percentage do you think you've shared in your photography so far?
no, not a lot.
Not a lot.
Yeah, I won't say not a lot, but like, yeah, I'll probably say like around. It's so hard to find a number to it, but I
Mm,
won't say everything because there's more sides to me than just photography.
mm,
There's more sides to me than just like that.
mm.
Like I don't know, explain there's more sides to me than just like a photography. So like I wouldn't say I've put in a lot, but obviously like because I grew up in Nigeria, like a lot of my like my nostalgic moments, like my approach to photography is like making things feel you can connect to it.
Mm,
And like eventually I want to do more stuff that
mm,
even if not everybody can relate to it, I want people to be able to like kind of like see things through my lens,
mhm.
perspective. But
Yeah,
to answer your question, I don't know. I can't give you any particular answer, but I don't think because there's more sides to me than just photography. So like I don't think
of
I put
course.
it on my other things, on my other interests and
Mhm.
things that I like into photography.
For sure. Is there a side of you that you are willing to like one of those things that one of those aspects that isn't photography that you're willing to say that you're trying to show a bit more through? I assume in a creative sense.
It might, yeah, yeah. Like when it comes to like so basically low-key I'm an engineer, but like I eventually at some point I would love to do like maybe some augmented reality kind of
Mm,
like creative project.
mhm,
But obviously at the moment I'm just not like liking the wave of like the NFTs and stuff. Like I'm just personally for me, I just feel like it's not organic. So
mm,
maybe sometimes in the future I might do like a project and I might just go nerd and just study something and like
sure.
study particular software and then do something creative with it, like photography, merging like
Hmm.
photography and like IT together. I'm
Mm.
able to do that. That might happen in the future. For now, I don't. For now, maybe not. But I don't. I'm not never say never. But like, yeah,
Ah, for
that's
sure.
that. I've not. I've barely ever shared it.
Hmm.
Like I've shared some things like IT merge like creativity, but
Yeah.
I've not shared too much in that space here. So yeah,
Hmm.
that's
No,
some
for sure, for sure. And yeah, the way society is moving, especially
yeah,
sometimes you gotta keep that in mind. You never
yeah.
know what's gonna
I
happen.
might just tomorrow do like a VR project or AR project. You're working in this, you're wearing, yeah. So I don't know, but for now, no, maybe no. I don't know. It depends. Watch out.
No, okay. Watch the space. Watch the space.
Thanks, yeah.
For sure. Well, hopefully, through these next set of questions, we get to know a little bit more of that the 90%, I guess. See. um, but yeah, so we're gonna we'll talk you offline, but take it back to show and tell is what I like. Do a little bit of show and tell. Take it back to primary school days is what I like to introduce it. And hopefully you have maybe a couple things, but if not, at least a dope story to go along with these questions. So let's kick off the main section of this interview. And my first question to you is, what is something that represents who you are as a person?
It's a very tough question, to be
Mm,
honest. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I'm just me.
mm,
Like, I sometimes feel like I'm just me, and
mm,
it's so hard to like find something that represents who I am as a person.
mhm.
I don't know. You know what? Yeah,
Yeah.
let's do this.
Okay.
Next time I make me a podcast, I'll find a good answer for you.
Okay.
For now, keep
Okay.
it.
Okay.
Now, I'll come back to your podcast for sure. But
Yeah.
like, for now, I just can't find a real answer for that. Like, I don't know because I'm not really, yeah.
You wouldn't say like Nigeria, like home, as just a simple basic off the top of your head? Like that doesn't represent who
You
you
see,
are?
like Nigeria is very chaotic. You can't use
Mm,
an example. It's
mm.
very like,
There's too many facets of it. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'll just give you a little thing I can try to explain Nigeria is like,
Okay, of course.
we could go to the same school,
Mm,
same everything, and we have two different reality of Nigeria, two different realities of
mm,
Nigeria. Just based on it could be based on because like my parents work 9 to 5. It
mhm.
could be because my parents work in front of my house. That's completely two different realities.
Yeah.
And it's not even about money or anything. It's just
Mm,
because my parents probably didn't care if I come back late or work because my
mm.
parents care too much. And then I have a different. So it's very, I
Right.
can't really say Nige because like it's, yeah. But I promise like next
Okay,
time,
bet,
for now,
bet.
I don't know. I can't give an answer. Yeah.
I was shooting a shot. I was like, okay, it seems like because I think on the first episode, Lamira said, she put up the Venezuelan flag and was like, the flag represents me and da 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 da. But yeah, so I was like, okay, maybe, but I get you. Like sometimes when you get like a country that is as rich as
Yeah.
Nigeria, and there's so many like
So many
from the
things.
outside, you're like, okay, Nigeria, and you think the food, you think the
Yeah.
this and the what, but like someone who's actually from there, it's like no, like there are so many levels to this. You
There's
don't
so many
you don't even know.
there's different like tribes. Even in the same tribe, there's different things, there's different approach to things. A lot of things is similar on the
Mm,
outside. Like when we're going out of Nigeria, we stay unified. But
mm,
once we're inside the country and like we are our people, we just there's different realities, like
yeah.
very, very different realities. I could be literally living the same street, going to the same school,
Mm,
studying the same class, but we have different realities to life.
wow,
There's not like, yeah, it's very different. It depends on circumstances and stuff. So
for sure. Okay,
yeah,
okay.
I
Well,
love Nigeria though.
no,
I
oh
love
God, 100%.
Nigeria.
Well, we'll table that one, and yeah, definitely when you return, I'm gonna definitely re-ask that one. All right, we'll keep it moving then. So number two, what is your favorite sentimental gift that you have received from someone?
Oh, probably. I don't know what they're called, but
Hmm.
they like like those plane like aeroplanes.
Yep,
Let me try and
like a model,
yeah, like a
model
model
plane.
one. Let
Yeah.
me check and find. Yeah, they're called model aeroplanes.
Hmm.
Yeah, those ones. My dad gave them to me.
Mm.
Yeah, that's one of at the time I used to want to be a pilot.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so that's one of them. One of the sentimental ones.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'll say that one. Yeah,
No, for sure.
I
Was
don't
it?
I don't get a lot of gifts, but that
Mhm,
one is very like. Also, when I was
mm,
like 11 or 12, I was in boarding school.
mhm.
My dad bought me like those. Actually my parents bought it, not just my name, two of them bought it. Those like those like little alarm bells that have like a literally like a I don't know what they're called. Like
Like a.
you have like a bell on top of it, like
Mhm.
a table clock. They have
Oh,
like those, and
like the
then
classic.
yeah, it goes like
Yeah, 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 yeah.
so. Yeah, I literally have one of those. So that's at this
Wow.
time I kept it really well, and then somebody has it. But yeah, that was very sentimental. But the plane
Yeah.
is like to be a pilot, so maybe I'll still be someday. Who knows?
No,
But yeah, the model airplanes was very sentimental to me.
definitely, definitely. Is it one that is just like a in the package? You just have it and you just play with the type one, or is it one that you like built, like from?
I didn't build it. It was them was like I was opened already. My dad just gave it to me.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Was
yeah.
opened already, just gave it to me. Yeah, I just asked for him. I want it and stuff. Okay,
Mhm.
cool.
No, for sure, for
Yeah.
sure. And uh, being a pilot, like what was your infatuation, or is your infatuation with flying and being a pilot?
Wow, it's getting deep now.
Yeah,
This
said bro, like, look, we get to
is
the nitty gritty,
exclusive. I
like
don't
I
talk
said.
about these things. It's exclusive. Um, but I used to want to be a pilot. Maybe I still would be at some point. It's not realistic at this moment. But I just felt like being a pilot makes you free. You just up
Mhm,
there, just like flying on a plane. Everyone loves to fly,
mhm.
but it just makes you free. You're just free. That's yeah, that's it. It makes
For
you free.
sure, for
It's like
sure,
you're just in the clouds, just seeing white. It's just amazing. Yeah.
definitely,
Yeah.
definitely. Um, two follow-ups from that as well. Maybe final follow-ups. One, excuse me, is there a place that you have been before? Let's exclude Nigeria because I know that you would probably travel back to Nigeria in a heartbeat. Outside of Nigeria that you've traveled before that you would love to return, and is there a place that you haven't traveled before that you would love to go to?
I would love to return to Vietnam.
Okay.
Yeah, amazing place, beautiful place. Ho Chi Minh City, Phu Quoc, Nha Trang, everywhere, amazing. Where I've not been that I would love to go, Kazakhstan.
Kazakhstan. Okay.
Don't ask me why, but yeah, very beautiful country.
For sure.
Yeah,
For sure.
I just found like it's very like different, but I found
Mm,
like the architecture, it's random things I just like. I don't know why,
mhm.
but I really want to go to that side of the world, like Kazakhstan, Mongolia, that
Mm.
area. But then,
Like
sorry, I'm bad with the drink.
the Eastern.
They're like
Yeah.
Europe, but like still Asia as well, like close
Yeah.
to that part of the map. Yeah,
Hmm.
I just found like culture. The food is really amazing. I've tried some of the food from that area.
Hmm.
But it's the culture, like not even I won't say culture. I wouldn't know much about the culture, but like the buildings, the way they build the stuff, the designs, the way they like. I feel like it'll be great to do some photo shoots over there. Like they have some
Mm.
amazing like wall arts. It's just
Yeah.
different. the marbles. I don't know what they're made from. I want to just go see with my two eyes.
Yeah.
It's not it's not very famous to go there, but yeah, I
Not for
want to
sure.
go there. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's I'll say some of yeah. There's oh, 'cause I want to visit a lot of places, but let's go with this one.
No, for sure, for sure. And yeah, the Kazakhstan definitely a deep cut for sure in
Yeah,
countries in the
I'm
world.
sorry. I don't know why I want to go to Kazakhstan,
No, but
but
that's
yeah,
cool. No, look, you might be the culture black kid. What you mean?
yeah, I might just go there and just be like, yeah. It's
Nah,
yeah, but I just find it fascinating. I think I was looking up one time. Oh, I want to go here,
mm,
but it'd be nice to do a photo shoot there. Fingers crossed.
no, for sure, for sure. And I'm sure it'll happen.
Yeah,
But yeah, as a final comment, obviously going to the typical the Londons or the Americas,
yeah.
it's all cool.
Personally, like the same with Australia, man. We all right. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Trains, flights, all right.
Yeah, for sure. But going to a place where the culture is also really rich that not
Yeah,
many people typically experience is
yeah,
like, probably so eye-opening. And then like
yeah.
even now it seems like you're super excited, but then like once you put yourself
There's
there,
it's
it's like,
different.
oh my goodness, like this is probably the best
Yeah,
experience
there's
of your
other
life.
places I want to see as well, like Pakistan,
Hmm.
Bangladesh,
Yeah.
like India as well. I want to go to those three countries, Sri Lanka
Hmm.
as well. But like a lot of African countries,
Hmm.
but places that are out of like Africa,
Yeah.
those Kazakhstan, that part of the world, Kazakhstan,
Hmm.
Mongolia, that area,
Hmm.
definitely. And like the Asian part, like the
Yeah.
India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka,
Hmm.
definitely want to visit some part of Africa as well, like Mauritania,
Hmm.
beautiful culture. Burkina Faso, beautiful culture.
Hmm.
Senegal, beautiful culture.
Hmm.
Like Cape Verde, nobody talks about these countries. I just want to go there and see what's going on there. Like people living there, of course. So
Yeah.
that's just me, though.
No, for sure. For sure. Hey, I love it. I love to hear it. All right, let's keep moving. Number three, because I do music, and this is majority of the people who have on this, but I still got to ask because music is universal. What is the first album that you ever bought or received?
I don't think I've ever bought or received an album,
Hmm.
but if you want to know an album that one of the first albums that I listened to
Of course.
that I was like, oof,
Hmm.
you have to go back to Wizkid Superstar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was Wizkid's first album. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know if anyone is Nigerian that grew up in Nigeria and they knew when Wizkid blew up. I can categorically tell you, it's a generalization.
Hmm.
Almost everybody fucked with that album. Like, if you have some time, go listen to Superstar by Wizkid.
Bet.
That is pure Wizkid. That is
Hmm.
purest before Essence. Before I was like,
Hmm.
yeah. To me, that's like a non-stop. That's like there's other albums I really like, but that album for me, it's really, really up there.
Hmm.
Like, yeah, it's one of the first albums I listened to that, yeah, that I just got a phone. I was too young. Like, yeah, that was one of the first albums that, yeah, it's
Hmm.
like, if you have some time, listen to it, I promise you.
No, for sure. For sure.
Wizkid, Superstar, it's an album called Superstar Wizkid.
Bet.
Purest. I think that's Wizkid purest album ever made. No,
For sure.
oh yeah, it's not the purest. Oh no, but it's up there. Even he knows that's one of the best albums ever made in his life. Even he knows, like, yeah.
Mm. Um, do you remember the place where you were at when you first pressed play?
Oh. So you know what's funny, yeah?
Yeah.
Time. I don't know if this mate, I'm gonna mention him.
Hmm.
He's probably gonna listen to this, but if he does, great. Um, I remember at the time, right? So back then there was no, I don't know what you guys do here.
Hmm.
And there was no, I didn't, there was like laptops and shit, people had it, but it was kind of like not for everybody, not for the
Hmm.
kids to have. So you
Yeah.
have, so what happens is you go to this website to download the music.
Hmm.
Or let's say I have the music on my phone, I can send it to you through Bluetooth
Yeah.
and then you can listen to it. I
Hmm.
remember vividly, I was in my grandpa's house, and then this guy, we used to go to Arabic school together,
Hmm.
had it on his phone.
Hmm.
Malik, I think it was Malik, yeah. Had it on his phone. And I begged him, like, yo, please, before you go home, send me, Bluetooth me this album right now.
Yeah.
And then I also remembered, like, I think the first time I heard it before on my phone
Hmm.
was I was in school, and then this girl had this BlackBerry at the
Hmm.
time. BlackBerry was like, at the time, even BlackBerry as a child was like,
Classic.
Yeah, she had a
Yeah.
blackberry. Nobody had a blackberry in school.
Mm,
And it was I remember her name, but I wouldn't drop it, but
yeah.
private reasons. But I remember her name.
Yeah.
That's how I remember these
Of
things.
course. Of course.
She played like one of the Wizkid songs, and we're like, whoa. Everybody went to a class and like, can we please
Mm.
hear it? And then that was like, okay. I was like, please, just send Bluetooth me this song, please. I bet this is the guy. Like, send it to me. And I went home. I just like
Hmm.
wired earphones. I can't remember much, but I remember begging him to be like, yo, please
Hmm.
send me this music on my phone, please. And he
Yeah,
sent
for
it.
sure. For
Yeah,
sure.
that was what I can remember from that. But yeah,
Nah, dope. Dope. I love I love that. I love that. And my final question on this part is what is your hierarchy, your top three of modern Nigerian artists?
Davido's number one.
Davido's number one. Yep.
That's very tough, mate.
Mm.
That's very, very tough. You put me in a tight spot.
Hmm.
Davido's number one for sure.
Hmm.
Yeah, like I like a lot of Nigeria. Oh my God, this you're putting me in the very, very tight spot. Three, and
Yep.
in a particular order. I know for me personally, Davido is number one.
Of course.
I keep
Yep.
saying that. For sentiment case,
Hmm.
I'll put Thames
Okay.
and number two.
Hmm.
And number three, I'll put it's very tough. Because like there's a few people I can mention that could take three, even to 10. Like,
Hmm.
ah, I really like Chris Santino. Don't know if you know
Hmm.
him.
I'm
Do you
not.
know Chris Santino?
I don't think so.
You might know one of his songs too, but
Maybe. Maybe.
yeah, Chris Santino
Collaborate with any like mainstream.
collaborated with mainstream. He has a song with Skepta. He's had a song with a few people.
Mhm.
Um, to me, it's mainstream. I don't care what anybody
No,
says.
of course. You know,
But like, yeah, I get where
mainstream
you're
to me.
coming
Yeah,
from.
yeah,
He's not really known. It's not like seeing it's like people seeing like people call like in Nigeria we call him auto music. So he
yeah. Mhm.
doesn't make like it makes alternative music. It doesn't make like
Yeah, tradition, like
the
not traditional. Yeah, yeah, I get what you mean.
yeah.
Yeah.
So like I'm one of his core fans. So
Mhm.
Paul Santini is up there for me.
For sure.
You're putting me in a tight spot. So I'll go with Davido, Thames, Santino.
Okay.
Very
Okay.
tight, but there's other people that could name that like
Yeah.
for me, they're like, oh, amazing. But
You were going through your
hey,
Rolodex
like
of like, oh,
FDC, there's like Kida Kuds, bunch of these people's Skepta, like Nigerian artists, like,
mm,
it's a lot. But I'll pick those three just because
mhm,
you forced me to pick three.
for sure, for sure. And before I continue, is there a Nigerian artist who's local, like a local artist who you particularly enjoy? Just like it doesn't have to be your favorite, but someone who you just really enjoy their music
Like
in the
local.
scene. Yeah, in our scene.
Oh, in Australia?
Yeah, in Australia.
In Australia? My guy. I know his real name. I know his
Yeah,
real name.
is if I know
Bio?
his name.
Yeah, amazing.
Oh, Bear?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
I,
yeah,
yeah. You know him for sure.
yeah. My Bear.
Yeah, him,
Yeah,
yeah. I know his real name, but stage name gets my head sometimes.
nah, for sure.
Um, amazing. Yeah. Yeah, Baba is sick.
Nah,
Like
for sure.
sick. I listen to his music randomly. I don't care. I just listen to his music. He's amazing. Yeah.
100%,
Yeah.
100%. I remember when he showed me FGS like
Like
for the
he's
first time. I was like, yo, what is this? This is
yeah, I feel
crazy.
like the Australian market don't deserve him. Yeah, I feel like yeah, it's just what it is, you know.
For sure. For sure.
Yeah, I
Not a
feel like
bear.
yeah, but it's crazy. Yeah.
All right, let's keep moving. Number four. What is a moment from one of your favorite photo shoots?
Oh, that's easy. One of my yeah. When I was in Ghana last year,
Hmm.
I was with my dad and my brother. And like, obviously, because my parents live in Africa, I live here.
Hmm.
Then that was the first time I had to shoot on the beach, on
Hmm.
Labadi Beach in Ghana. If you ever go to Ghana, Labadi Beach is amazing.
Hmm.
The sunset, the water, the horses,
Hmm.
it's just crazy. And then when the sunset is like it comes from the back of like instead of from the beach, it comes like from behind you. So it's
Hmm.
just amazing. Um, I was there with my dad,
Hmm.
and then that was the first time he's seen me like actually be on a photo shoot. See
Oh,
what
nice.
they're like observing now. It's just like, yeah. Like if you go on my Instagram, I made a post about it. Don't know if you can still see uh, this one with the guy.
Mm,
Yeah, that particular photo shoot.
hmm
My dad was on set with me. That's like the first time he's been on set. And I think when he got home to my mom, it's like, I've never seen this guy shoot. I didn't know he was serious.
mm.
Yeah, that was like really, yeah. So
No, for
it was
sure.
the first time he got to like, that's my favorite moment, which is, yeah, my dad was just there to see me doing what I love to do.
For sure. For sure. Um, are your parents creative in any way? Um,
Not that I'm aware of. No,
um,
no, I don't think so. I don't think so. Like, no, they just chill.
no, for sure.
They might have it in them somewhere. That's funny.
Mm,
Yeah, I'm gonna ask them. But
yeah.
like,
You're
I've not
holding out your creativity on me.
yeah, I've not seen any of my parents like paying to draw
Mhm.
or sing or yeah, I've not actually. I never actually thought about that.
Mm,
No,
no, for sure.
should I might ask them?
Yeah, no, 100%. So if that's the case, cliche question alert, where did your love for photography then root from, do you think?
I really don't know.
You just picked up a camera one day and said, this is cool.
I would say when I was growing up, like very young, my dad used to go like out of Nigeria
Hmm
and he just buys random cameras just to like record stuff when we go to
hmm
parties, just events.
Yeah,
At the time, he never got it right. He just buys random cameras, it doesn't
of
work,
course. Just shoot. Yeah.
whatever. And sometimes camcorders as well. And the only time we go to parties, like family events or whatever, I have the cameras in my hand. But that
Mm,
was for me, it was very unconscious. I didn't care. I just hold them. I just give it to me. I
yeah.
just record nonsense. People just yeah, whatever. And then that was really it.
hmm
I think that's my earliest memory of like those things. I was never one of those people that had like photo books in the house.
mm
That I was not any of those things. Did not
Yeah.
like. I did not get any inspiration from any like Asian photographers. None of that. My parents
hmm
did not have any of those things at home, so it was just more like okay. And then when I got into uni, before I got into uni, I thought about it. I was like, I'll just probably do this after I finish uni.
hmm
And then I just did it after I finished uni. I started after I finished uni.
For sure.
But it was just there. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It was not something that was like, but someone gave me a camera and said, start shooting. No,
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, it's just there.
No, for sure. For sure. And, you'd be surprised how many, creatives just in general are, it's just, you were just subconsciously around things. It's not like
Yeah,
someone gave you a gift where it's a camera.
yeah,
Someone like was like, hey, for art, for musicians, like here's this instrument or this vinyl record, or like, this album or something like that. Listen to this, and it's like boom. It's literally like I just was here, and it just happened to be in my presence, and then from there it just was like, hey, this is
yeah,
I didn't notice this before.
yeah.
So
I don't, yeah, nah, my parents, none of them, no, they're not creatives. I
mm.
never seen nothing creative in the house. They didn't care
Still
to.
practical.
Yeah, like, they were just, they're just doing their own thing, just there, like, go to
Mhm.
work, come back, chill out. Yeah, do business and that stuff.
For
Like,
sure, for sure. Um, and last one. I see. Seeing as that is the case, um, like how did it feel knowing that your dad reacted in such like a oh that was really cool to watch you shoot
yeah,
today.
it felt really good. Like, because obviously we don't live together,
hmm
and I've been out of home for like maybe 5 years or something.
hmm
It's like it's different, like because we barely spend that much time in together. So it was just really cool to like
hmm
him to be able to see what I was doing and like, yeah, just appreciate it as well and just enjoy what he's seeing.
Definitely.
Very much, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, for
That
sure.
was that was it. Like it just felt really good to me. It felt really like a wholesome time because I didn't even think I was just shooting, and then he then told my mom about it. I was like, oh, cool, this guy actually likes what he saw.
hmm
So yeah,
No, that's dope. That's
and it
that's really
supports
really
me,
cool.
like supports my parents support me to today.
Definitely, definitely, and I love that. I love that, especially in black households. Like,
Yeah, they
yeah,
have the
parent.
things they want to see. So, but you just gotta do what you gotta do, you know.
Of course, of course. Um, all right. And number five, what is something that represents your dreams and aspirations within your field?
in photography, like I love to just honestly just let my heart resonate with a lot of people
Mhm.
and just like tend to inspire people to do different things they want to
Mhm.
do. Like I hope for now, I think I hope one of the main things I want to let the boys play to inspire people to do things that they've been scared of doing.
Mhm.
Like just go for it. Free yourself from whatever's holding you back.
Yeah.
Technically, in a larger scale, I want to be able to let like my work. When people come to tell me and say your work inspired me to do this, like that really warms my heart.
Mhm.
So I think that's one of the things that, yeah,
Ah,
that
for sure.
I'll stick to that for yeah, I'll stick to that. I never thought about it.
I love that. I
So
love that. Yeah, okay, bet. Bet. All right, let's keep moving. I got one more question, but before we get into that, I like to play games because, that's what I do here. So this is kind of a variation of the question that I usually ask. Again, like I said, I have majority artists on here, so I ask them usually to like make like a collab track, like the ultimate collab track of like the artists in the scene. So instead, what I'm going to get you to do is I want you to curate your ultimate photo shoot using artists in the scene. You have to choose five individuals um, to be I
the
guess
mute,
the bodies, the
yeah.
muses, and what is the location and what is I guess what is the muse, the inspiration, like the theme of the shoot.
Australian artist or
Australian artists, like local artists, always local artists.
local artist? Damn. Damn. Okay. Give me a minute. Let me confirm some names I want to confirm with them. I'm sure of
Mm-hmm.
them. I'll say first two,
Mm-hmm.
Mabayo,
Yep.
Devora,
Yep.
they're gonna be on it. They have no choice.
Of course.
Be on my shit.
No, for sure.
Um, don't play.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Don't play has a lot of. It's my friend. I don't care if he hears. I don't care if he doesn't like this. He has a lot of good unreleased music.
Okay.
So I like them
Mm.
personally.
Okay.
Them. Um, three, right? That's three.
Yep. So you need two
Like,
more.
I'm not from here, so I don't know a lot of
Of
like
course.
the artists that like the bigger names. Like
No,
yeah,
that's
I'm not.
fine. That's fine.
Yeah, so
Um, Remember, this is also like you do mention that, but like this is like your ultimate like dream thing. So people have come in here and be like, I wanted to collab with TK Madza, and they've never met TK in their life. So
yeah. So you want it to be like something more realistic, or like if I had like the
if you had all the resources, all the connects, but
because
it still is local.
at the end of the day, right? This is how I see my things.
Of course.
Sometimes, obviously, you have to like go higher when it comes to people and the
Hmm.
reaches you want to think about. But
Yeah.
I'm also the kind of person that I feel like, okay, if you were to give me, let's say you give me a rock, right? And you want me
Hmm.
to shoot that rock.
Yeah.
I might just decide, okay, I have the whole budget in the world. I'm gonna create things around that rock to make that rock speak for itself.
Yeah.
Although that rock might not be known.
Hmm.
Compared to giving me a Gucci bag
Yeah.
and giving me $10,000 budget.
Hmm.
Sometimes I might go for the rock
Yeah.
and then 100K budget. Why? Because I feel like I can do other things around that rock to amplify the rock, and now you know the rock.
For sure.
So if I'm saying if I mention like the relatively smaller artists in Australia, not
Hmm.
the bigger ones, yeah,
Hmm.
I feel like if I have the most budget, I can just create something around them.
Yeah.
And then like, whoa. What are this? First of all, who shot this? First of
Yeah.
all, this artist?
Yeah.
Are they from Australia? What are they doing?
Yeah.
And then that could give me more fulfillment. I don't know if that makes sense.
No, 100%.
Like,
And
yeah,
I love that. I love that
yeah. Because
because
I might, on the real note, yeah, if you had told me, oh, go pick somebody, I probably see somebody great. Because of
yeah.
course she's Australian and then she's gonna give me all the publicity I want
Yeah.
to an extent. But really and truly, I might just go for the smaller ones that I feel like connect with more because maybe
Mm.
because I know them and then create something around them.
Yeah,
Then
for
that
sure.
way, like you could, yeah, I'll say Genesis Owusu as well.
Okay, that's
That's
full.
it. That's four. It's in on Friday.
Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fire.
I was gonna go to his show last week, but I didn't. I literally thought it was on Friday for some weird reason. Thursday. Um, yeah, I've heard some of his stuff. Sevi as well.
Oh, at the six. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'd say in it.
Ah, Sevi's sick. I can't lie. Like, I listen to these like local. I'll call them local artists. I'm sorry,
Mhm.
boys, but these Austrian artists,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
personally enjoy them. I'm not
Mhm.
listening to them every day. So
Yeah.
that I could literally see the rawness in what they're making. It might be different. It might be hard for the normal Australians or the industry to relate to it,
Hmm.
but I want them to know there's people out there that probably should like the music as well.
Hmm.
So these people, to you, might not seem like they're big,
Hmm.
but I feel like I could do like a photo shoot, like where the styling is because all of them have a different personality.
Okay.
And not also different personality, different style, different approach to things. And like that, Yao is good as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. But let me just you know what,
At
don't put my
seven.
let the artist be, right? Let the artist be. Um, I feel like we could do something really crazy whereby like I'm still trying to think about what it is, but everything around it makes it look really sick.
Hmm.
And then by when production comes out, it's like, okay, first of all, who shot this?
Hmm.
Second of all, who directed this? Third of all, who are these people inside of it?
Hmm.
Like the analogy I gave about like if you have a rock and then
Yeah.
you can show that rock, you can literally make things around that rock.
Yeah.
You
To enhance the rock. Yeah.
around the rock, and you can easily just show you Gucci bag. Oh, Gucci bag, great.
Yeah.
But
Cool. Yeah.
I'll probably go with the route of like enhancing that. Like the styling could be really amazing.
Hmm.
Makeup, the what the like location wise,
Hmm.
it could be something on like, for example, you know the Pink Lake somewhere in Australia.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Yeah, we could do something there, and I feel like the black and the pink would probably have a good contrast. Like
Yep.
people barely shoot there. It's hard to get there as well.
Hmm.
That's unlimited budget. So
Yeah.
yeah, everyone is there. Really amazing lighting.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Anyone in particular who you get as the stylists?
Oh, I got Ingrid, man. Then if you Ingrid is my best friend, she's gonna do
Hmm.
it. Ingrid is gonna be there. If she has budget, she can do it and do.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, yeah. Cobbler's gonna be there with me as well as a photographer as well. We shoot
Yep.
together. So like if I feel I've not seen any photo shoots from there really.
Hmm.
So I feel like if we do something really grand with it, styling is extravagant. Like
Hmm.
the way they dress, the way they position, the way they're doing things. It could be just like bringing, it could be like bringing a, even like bringing a studio set to that location,
Yeah.
and like getting everyone to like pose and do something, yeah,
Hmm.
something amazing with it.
For
Yeah,
sure.
it could be like literally getting a set design, setup of a studio,
Hmm.
someone literally listening, singing, someone like, and just get like real moments shot with them.
Mm.
That's me personally.
No, for sure, for sure. And I guess, if you could choose a word as the theme, like you pretty much explained the theme, but if there was like, say, what's you present this, what are you titling this set of this exhibition of photos?
We are us.
We are us.
Yeah.
Love it.
Like they just wouldn't want to be like I feel like I mentioned these people, I've listened to their music like at least
Hmm.
once or twice. And I feel like every one of them just do what they want to do.
Hmm.
I feel like sometimes yeah, they're them. Yeah. They
Hmm.
just really are. And it's just what it is.
I love that. I love
Yeah.
that. Yeah, fire. Okay, Pink Lake, We Are Us with Bayo Devora, Genesis, Sevi, Yao, Don't Play,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, that's it.
oh, was I missing one?
I'm sorry I didn't mention anybody from Melbourne, but Sydney people, that's with my eyes. Melbourneians do more PR for your music. I'm sorry, but yeah, yeah.
No, for
Yeah, I
sure.
would. It's a spot on question, but
Hmm. Of course, of course. That's
yeah,
why I love this question because it's like
yeah. But I feel like yeah, we are
yeah.
us. It's gonna be crazy if you have unlimited budget. Like I can fly everyone there to the Pink Lake. They have a day accommodation. They have a food. They have a chef on set, a set designer, stylist, makeup artist. Everything is
Hmm.
flowing, and I feel like Genesis will probably he has his own style as well.
Hmm.
So probably want like he has his own character to it. Like of course in the larger scale. So that would definitely like amplify the whole shoot as well. People
Yeah.
would probably like still want to know what's going on there, and then
Hmm.
everyone has a different story to tell.
No, for sure. For sure. Yeah, that'll be fire. I'd keen to see if that that ever happened for sure.
But always never say never.
Exactly.
Go to
Exactly.
Australia, you know. Come.
Exactly. All right. We got one more question before we start to get out of here. So, what is a personal moment that stands out to you that has impacted your photography in a certain way?
Okay, I'll say this.
Hmm.
Long story short. So when I started shooting in 2022,
Hmm.
I had a shoot that was inspired by Tim's album at the time, EP album called If Orange Was a Place.
Yeah. Hmm.
So th that photo shoot was technically one of my like at the time it felt viral to me.
Hmm.
It was crazy. Like a lot of people, that's what kind of got me. People started seeing my work more.
Yeah.
And then I feel like Thames music and Thames the album kind of like um of my career.
Hmm.
Fast forward to last year,
Hmm.
I got to shoot Thames.
Crazy.
So
Ridiculous.
and shooting Thames last year was crazy because I didn't even know I was gonna shoot her until 2 p.m. on that day.
Wow.
Yes. Crazy.
Wow.
Really crazy story. I was at work. I'll just summarize it. I was at work.
Yeah.
Her manager walked into my workplace.
Hmm.
Mind you, one of the managers, his name is Deck.
Hmm.
It belongs to like a hip hop duo
Hmm.
called SDC, which I listen to the album at least twice a week.
Yeah.
That's how crazy
Rinsed.
it's with that album, that like their album, Palm Music, right?
Hmm.
If you're a lot of people in Australia know them as well,
Hmm.
whatever. Fast forward, he walked into my where I was working. I didn't even know it was him. I didn't know why I didn't remember it was him, but I listen to this guy all the time. I'm probably one of the biggest fans.
Yeah.
He's also managing Thames. He
Yeah.
came in, long story short, we started talking. And then I got to know he was Thames manager.
Hmm.
And then I still did not ask him
Yeah.
about can I shoot Thames? Because I wanted to shoot Thames before, but nobody responded to me
Yeah.
about getting a media pass or something, right? And then we started talking and I said, I'm a photographer, blah, blah, blah. I want to shoot Thames. And it's like, are you a photographer? I'm like, yeah. It's like, are you sure? And I'm like, what do you mean? Are you sure? Like, so she said, show me your work. So I showed him my work. This was around 2 p.m., mind you. The show was
Yeah.
at 6 p.m. 6,
Wow.
7. Yeah. And then he said, he saw my work literally like 10 seconds. Like, oh, bet. Follow me on his private Instagram.
Hmm.
Called the other manager of the time the thing saying, yo, photographer coming to us tonight. Send me your name. Don't worry, you're gonna come in. I'm like, nah, it's like, yeah, don't worry about it. Just come, your name's gonna be in the list. I'm like, are you sure? It's like, yeah, don't worry. Literally, I got there, I tried to get in, they were like, I'm like, it's just saw him like, yeah, it's on the list, let him come in. Boom. I got the shoot times like literally the front row. Like,
Hmm.
not even, I was like, yeah, I was just there.
Yeah.
And to me, this is why I brought up the story was like, she already impacted my photography like journey before I ever met her. But
Hmm.
was like also like it felt so impossible to even ever meet her. Like, but and that moment just felt like, okay, you could actually anything is possible.
Hmm.
Like you never can never say never. So if, for
Hmm.
example, we talked about like the shoot with the boys and like joining the Pink Lake or whatever,
Yeah, of
right?
course.
You can never say never because you
Definitely
literally
not.
get a fun saying, yo, let's go do that. Obviously, like there's dreams, aspirations, and all that stuff. So not everything
Mm.
happens, but
Yeah.
that moment has taught me to like anything can be possible. That yeah, like in terms of like being creative, in terms of like doing things you want to achieve. Like every creative have things they want to achieve. Some people never dream to make Snoop Dogg, but they won't
Yeah.
make Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? I don't think Kid Laroi dreamed to make Juice WRLD,
Hmm.
but he made Juice WRLD somehow.
Yeah.
So I don't know the whole story too much, but don't quote me. But
Yeah.
you get the what point I'm trying to make. So
Of
things can
course.
literally that just like change my perspective on things of like how things can change literally like this, and then you're doing things you never imagined you could do.
Definitely.
So yeah, I was watching a thing yesterday for Pharrell Williams, and it was talking about with Marc
Mm.
Jacobs. I was
Hmm.
talking about how he never thought it would ever be like Vuitton's
Hmm.
director.
Yeah.
Like, are you crazy? Like, what is that?
Yeah.
He never thought he would even live in Paris.
Yeah.
So those things that just made me realize that okay, if you just keep doing what you're doing and just like keep dreaming about what you want to do, you might actually end up getting it. But if you don't dream, you might never get it.
Mm.
So yeah,
No,
that's
for
the
sure. For
that's
sure.
the that's the one I can kind of give you a story about. Yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy. That's amazing. And
Sorry.
like the power of I guess manifestation,
Yeah,
one.
I'll probably say that.
Yeah.
Because literally that afternoon or that morning, I was telling my manager, like, oh, yeah, I want to shoot temps today, but I have
Yeah.
no pass. Like, yeah, you can go through the back. But honestly, if I go through the back, there was no way I was going to get in.
Mhm.
Security was heavy.
Yeah.
Security was really, really tight.
Yeah.
Even if I go through the back, I would never get in.
Yeah.
But literally, like 2, 3 hours after, this guy walked in,
Yeah.
top tech. And then I found out the next day that this is a guy I listened to every fucking time.
Hmm.
I was like, yo,
That's
like,
what I was talking to. Like the
yeah, like, because he followed me on his private account,
yeah.
not on the public or on the verified page of the private
Yeah.
account.
Hmm.
So I was like, whoa. Like, I listen to your album every fucking
Moment I
market
can.
day,
Yeah. Facts.
like, and yeah, and just got, I did like, I also I shot for them for Lauren Hill,
Hmm. Yeah.
Sydney. So I met Lauren Hill through them, all that
Amazing.
stuff.
Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah. Usually I wouldn't care to shoot concerts, but I was like, well, sign me up.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah. So yeah, it was amazing. Yeah.
Bruh, that's wild. And also, I guess my final point on that amazing story is also backing yourself.
Yeah.
Like being like, yeah, here's my portfolio, not
Yeah.
being like
And
super like, like, if that's your dream, like going out and like literally chasing it and being like, putting yourself on display.
literally, it was just like, because it was like, oh, was talking about how there's no black people in the city. And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, you're not going to see black people. I just want to tell that you're going to see me, maybe a
Mhm.
few people in the city, blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah. And I was like, oh, we're talking again. Like, oh, yeah. I'm like, oh, we're going to see black people tonight. It's Thames. They're going to show up for Thames tonight.
Yeah.
Like, okay, cool. Like, are you coming? I'm like, oh, I have no tickets and I have
Mhm.
no media pass.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I want to shoot. And it's like, are you a photographer? I'm like, yes. I'm like, of course.
Yes.
I'm like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
My photographer. Would I ask you if I'm not a photographer?
Yeah.
And then, yeah, it was just like, it literally just on the spot, just send me your name. And then I got there. I had like the world pass. Everything was amazing.
Hmm.
Thames was miraculous. Yeah.
Crazy. Wild. I
That's why I
love
put
that.
her on my top three because she affected my career in a bit, like from the beginning, like music and everything, and then the inspiration for that um stuff,
Hmm.
and then like getting to meet her as well, and then she's had a great run, you know.
Mm,
So pure music, pure vibe, like lyrics on point, everything. So first Nigerian to win a Grammy woman, so all that stuff. So that's why I put her number two. It's very sentimental, but
for sure.
I
But
have other
still,
people. She's up there for me. Davido, her, I say Santi. I'll put Santi on it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. No, for sure. Shout out to Thames and shout out to that story. That's an amazing story.
Yeah.
You know, don't ever take for granted who's watching you. You never know who's watching you. You never know who's gonna
No,
rock up in your at your work or hit you on your
never. Like
DMs.
literally, people were asking me, how do you get it? I'm like, bro, I'm sorry, babes. I can't tell you. Like, I did not ask for this. Like, I did ask on my Instagram story weeks ago. Nobody replied to me.
Yeah,
So, you know,
yeah. Boom. And you take those
yeah.
blessings and you just run with it.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy. Crazy moments, man.
For sure. For sure. Well, that's amazing. And I think that's a beautiful place to end off here. Thank you so much for coming on. Now that was I
Yeah.
really enjoyed this conversation. Because getting to know you a bit more, again, the
Everyone wants to
deeper
know me
class.
now.
Hey.
Man. Yeah. But sorry, I'm just joking. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Yeah, I'm just joking.
So here is the part where I kind of let people know what's going on, what's come out, what you might be working on. Yeah, just let people know what's up.
Yeah, like we'll let the boys play. Sydney is obviously done. But the plan is to do an exhibition in every other city in Australia.
Mm-hmm.
Melbourne, Brisbane, Adelaide, maybe Perth.
Mm-hmm.
Fingers crossed, I really want that to happen and maybe go international with it.
Right.
But at the moment I'm currently working hard to get the Melbourne one
Mm-hmm.
sorted. So hopefully by April, that's gonna happen because a lot of people are asking again have a Melbourne after Melbourne exhibition. So that's gonna go there as well. And then do a few ones in Adelaide and Brisbane as well, and then Perth, feasible, and then maybe Auckland or something, Wellington.
Mm-hmm.
If other
Yeah,
places.
for sure.
But nice to have those. That's one. Number two, also, um, would love to like a lot of the proceeds that come from Let the Boys Play. Not all of them, to be very honest with you. but I want to donate some of them to charity,
Hmm.
like PCYC programs in Australia.
Yeah.
Like I personally, it's a personal opinion, would rather like donate the money to things that I feel like it's gonna affect my surroundings that I can obviously see
Yeah.
at the moment. That's my capacity.
Hmm.
Like want to donate that to like let's say men's mental health clubs
For sure.
or like PCYCs like support boys in the society,
Hmm.
martial arts like places
Yeah.
where they you just see all that stuff.
Hmm.
Obviously, it's just not about the fights, about like
Yeah.
mental illness. Those things I want to like
Definitely.
support the kid that wants to like pay for his lessons can afford it.
Hmm.
Just cover that up. Those things like also maybe organize charity events so whereby the money can also go into those stuff. And
Yeah.
then maybe in the future as well, what like some things I want to do with Let the Boys Play. It's just not gonna stop at the book because the book is just a way because like you have to find a way for people to like actually connect, which is art.
Hmm.
So, but there's like an ulterior motive to where you want to get attention through that and then get to where you want to get to, and then also maybe get some like CEOs and black CEOs, people of color CEOs,
Hmm.
go to juvenile jails and talk to boys and just inspire them not to follow that route.
Yeah.
If you're in juvie, you're still young, so I want to like inspire these kids and be like, yo, hear from these CEOs, hear how they made their life up, hear how much you can listen to how much you can achieve for yourself
Hmm.
in being in this particular position.
Yeah.
So I feel like those things will help the community. Those things would promote like the culture, like not culture, but like just pretty
Yeah.
much community. Yeah, that's the right word,
For
community.
sure. For sure.
So
And yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. For sure. I love some philanthropic efforts and
yeah. That's
yeah.
what basically the bus should be all about. Like, just obviously inspire us. We're privileged as well, but like whatever we have left should be able to go to those places and like inspire people, not just supporting mental health. There has to be actions back in it. There has to
Definitely.
be things to support and show like, okay, this is what really was what you wanted to do.
Definitely.
Like, can resonate with a million people, but it's not action yet. So just encourage people to do those things and help people basically.
For sure. For sure. Well, again, to anyone who's listening, if you haven't copped it, know
Yeah.
that, one, you're getting an amazing book, but two, it's going to something that's,
Yeah,
bettering
for
everything.
now, probably goes to my pocket, realistically. But eventually, that's what it's gonna be like. The process, like when there's a lot of like profits being recouped from what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, for
just for
sure.
now. Yeah. That's eventually is gonna be maybe in a month or two, charity event or something, and you can actually donate the money to people that actually need support, boys. Yeah,
Definitely. Definitely. Well, I am beyond excited to follow your journey. And again, I absolutely loved chatting to you over this course of this time and, again, getting to know you a bit more. And yeah, thank you so much once again for jumping on. Of
thank you very much for having me. It means a lot.
course. Of course.
Nice night. I wish you the best. I hope everyone can resonate with what I said. And yeah,
Nah, for
my
sure.
done.
For sure. Um, this is Rue's Room. I'm Rue, okay, the Culture Black Kid. Hameed Akinwande. Peace.